kusale agenda kuvaamu.
Tomera bana muvera batomera.
I thank the prison authorities for allowing me and Dr. Besigye's party colleagues and my sister Edith to visit him together with Haj Obed Kamlegia. They are in good spirits, they're in good health, and we are allowed a lot of time to sit and talk with them. I'm grateful. However, we remained very concerned, we, his family, his party colleagues, his friends, that Dr. Besigye, a civilian who retired from the military many, many years ago, has been dragged once again before a military court. This is wrong. This is unjust, and we're going to fight it. We will not allow this. The courts of Uganda have already determined, the Constitutional Court has already determined that a civilian should not be tried under a military court. Colonel Besigye is innocent of the charges that have been placed against him. He has not owned a gun since he retired from the military in the 90s. We've not had a gun in our house, ever, from the time he retired. These guns were planted on Dr. Besigye, on Haj Obed Kamlegia. Haj Obed said to us that he's never had anything to do with the military, that he was not even a Boy Scout when he was a young boy. He knows nothing about weapons. So once again, we are seeing trumped up charges against two innocent men just for being political activists who happen not to agree with the government of the NRM. This is unfortunate.
From your exchange with him, what is his next plan?
Fight the cases. We are going to make sure, and we already know, that there are many, many lawyers out there volunteering their time and their skills and their knowledge to fight this injustice through the courts, through the civilian courts. It's totally unacceptable that he, who went to Nairobi to attend a book launch, went without a gun, went as a civilian, is abducted and brought back here and put in a military jail and said to have been with guns. It's just laughable, but it's not a laughing matter. It's a serious matter. This is about getting a conviction that could have him in jail for the rest of his life. So it's not a laughing matter, and we're going to fight it. But he's healthy, he's strong, and his spirit is not broken.
What do you have to say about Kenya? You are started from Kenya, but you are always Uganda and Kenya.
it's not for me to talk about Kenya and the government of Kenya. I focus on those who are holding him now, and they are the same ones who abducted him from Nairobi. He's told us the whole story of how he was lured into a trap and then weapons planted on him, pictures taken of him standing next to weapons that he didn't even touch. He didn't even touch them. He saw what it was as soon as he entered the meeting room. He went to talk to someone about normal things, not to talk about guns or whatever they wanted to plant on him. He's framed. And you know, we've been through that. He was dragged here to Makindye several years ago. He was charged with treason, with terrorism, illegal possession of guns, and even rape. And all those charges were dismissed by our courts. We believe in our judges. Our judges can deliver justice and have delivered justice for him in the last 24 years. From the day he chose to challenge President Museveni in elections, that was the year 2000, his life changed. 24 years of harassment, of bullying, of being framed with capital offenses. His only protection has been the courts of Uganda, the judges of Uganda. We believe in them and we want him to be brought before the civilian court. The United Nations, through a statement by the High Commissioner for Human Rights, has spoken strongly about using methods that are illegal. There are processes for taking suspects, people who are accused of crimes, from one country to another. You use the courts, you get extradition. This should be done. You do not smuggle somebody in the night and drive them across a border and he leaves his passport and his documents and everything there. You bring him in the night. That is kidnapping. It is not acceptable in national law and in international law. Ugandan authorities should not behave like that. They are taking our country down a path of being a rogue state. That is wrong.